Well, welcome to Collitalks Transformative Conversations. I hope you are having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. And as you know, I always say we're going to go deep. And today, well, this is going to be an amazing, amazing conversation for you to listen to. Today, because my guest, medical doctor, didn't show up, and, the field of which I work in, there's always a reason. So the reason is because today I'm going to interview your nervous system. And I wouldn't have been able to do that had she shown up. So welcome back. And, you know, as I say, we're going to go deep because the field said no to the other person who was to be interviewed. And now I get to interview your nervous system. So the appointment vanished. My schedule cleared, and usually my fixer brain, the part of me that wants to deliver value and keep the show running, would panic. I would have scrambled to maybe find another guest, or the guests that are lined up maybe move their schedule if they were in agreement, just to fill the silence. But in systemic work, we know that interruptions are not accidents. They are corrections. So the field cleared the deck. And because you don't need any more information right now, you don't need another expert telling you what to add to your life. You don't need more content. What you need and what I need is to subtract. We spend so much time trying to add health, add wealth, add peace. But you cannot add water to a cup that is already full of mud. So today we're going to do something different. I'm not going to interview anyone. I'm going to interview your nervous system. I'm going to guide you through a systemic reset. But before we close our eyes, I want to explain to you why you might feel so heavy. I want to explain the physics of the burden you are carrying. Now, there's this thing called blind love versus enlightened love, right? So in family constellations, we talk about two kinds of love. The first is blind love. This is the love of a child. When we are little, we look at our parents. Maybe they are sad. Maybe they are struggling. Maybe they are sick. And our magical child brain says, I will carry this for you. I will be sad so you don't have to be. I will be sick so you can stay. We pick up their rocks and then we put them in our backpack. And we do it out of loyalty. We think, if I suffer like you, I belong to you. But here is the tragedy. It doesn't work. Your suffering doesn't save them. It just doubles the suffering in the system. Now, two people are carrying the load instead of one. So today we are moving to enlightened love. Enlightened love says, hey, I see your pain. I respect your pain, but I leave it with you because you are the big one. I am the little one. And this is the hardest move you will ever make because it feels like betrayal, but it actually is the highest form of respect. So, are you ready to try it? Let's take a moment and take a deep breath. That's right. I am my breath. My breath breathes me. And if you can, sit down. I'll wait for you. Good. Now I want you to put your feet flat on the floor. Uncross your legs. Okay? And if you are driving, well, keep your eyes open and just listen to this and then do this process once you're not driving. Because I want you to keep your body softened against the seat when you're driving. So now that you aren't driving, if you were, I want you to take a breath. And this isn't a performance breath, like, okay, I did it. No, I want a biological breath. So you exhale the frustration of maybe the weekend. You exhale the schedule of this week. You exhale the need to figure it out, whatever it is. You feel your feet on the floor. And now you take a breath in. And when you take that breath in, you say, I am my breath. And as you exhale, my breath breathes me. So I'll wait for you to do that again, one more time. I am my breath. My breath breathes me. In systemic work, the floor represents the earth. It represents the reality that supports us. So notice the floor is holding you up. You don't have to hold it up. And for the next 10 minutes or so, you can resign as the general manager of your universe. Now, I want you to imagine that behind your right shoulder stands your father, and behind your left shoulder stands your mother. You don't need to like them. You don't even need to know them at this moment. They are simply the portal through which life came to you. And behind them are their parents. And behind them, thousands of ancestors fanning out like a great set of wings. Now, feel the weight of that. You see, you are the tip of the arrow. All of history happened so you could sit in this chair today. Yeah, all of that happened in order for you to be in that chair today. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Now, I want you to scan your body. Where are you tight? Is it the jaw, the shoulders, the lower back? That tension is not just stress. That tension is a systemic debt. Imagine for a moment that you are wearing a heavy backpack, and inside that backpack are rocks. Some of those rocks, of course, are yours, your projects, your choices, but most of them are not. There is a rock called my mother's sadness. There is a rock called my father's anger. There is a rock called the unpaid debts of the family. There is a rock called the secrets we don't talk about. You picked them up because you loved them. But today, love looks different. So now, I want you to visualize yourself unbuckling that backpack. Feel the straps slide off your shoulders and hear the heavy thud as it hits the floor. Turn around in your mind's eye. Look at your parents. Point to the backpack. And as you do point to the backpack while looking at your parents, say these words internally. I leave this with you. This is your fate. It is too heavy for me. I am only the child. I cannot save you. Please, please, please look kindly on me if I live a lighter life than you did. And as you continue to look at them, you see them nodding. You see, parents don't want their children to be pack mules. They want you to be free. They want you to leave it there. Now that the heavy weight is gone, I want you to notice the space that has opened up in your chest. You see, nature abhors a vacuum, right? So we need to fill that space with something that actually belongs to you. So imagine a warm, golden light flowing from your ancestors through your parents' back. through their hearts and into you. This is the life force. It comes from a place far beyond them. They are just the channel. Let it fill your kidneys. Let it fill your lungs. Let it fill every organ, every gland in your body, every meridian, every muscle. This is the strength of the ones who survived so you could be here. Take it. Take it now. It costs nothing. It is your birthright. Breathe it in. Breathe it in and breathe it in. You are full. You are supported. You are sovereign. Now, slowly turn back around and face forward. Look at the space in front of you. Yes, it's an open canvas. That is your future. Notice how much lighter your shoulders feel. Notice that you can breathe into your belly. And when we stop carrying the past, we have hands available to build our future. And this is what I call alignment. It's not about being alone. It's not about being in your own place, carrying only what belongs to you. Actually, it is about being in your own place, carrying only what belongs to you. That is alignment. So now take one last deep breath. I am my breath, and my breath breathes me. Wiggle your toes. The silence of the weekend past, for me, wasn't an accident. It was a gift. It was a space for this reset. And if this shifted something for you, which I can give to you now because of what my weekend was, if this shifted something for you, stay in this energy. Don't rush to pick up the phone. Don't rush to walk out the door. Just go slowly today. When you eat a meal, eat slowly and know you're nourishing your beautiful body. Just go slowly. And next week, I'll be back with new conversations. But for now, I want you to enjoy the lightness of your own life. I want you to enjoy all that you are here to enjoy, because that is your birthright. And no one can take it away from you now that you've discovered it. So as I always say, have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, and I'm sending you lots of love and soul hugs. Bye-bye for now.